the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oklahoma's offense will go to work first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Good timing on the quick out. Jumped on top of the pile. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners are on the move. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to change this route. He wants to throw it again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's got some space. Offense scoops it up and still going. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the 1st down after recovering the fumble. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't, don't fall over in your seats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the Year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches, taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, relief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Bringing the heat. Got rid of it just in time. And they fail to hook up on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Using his legs, it's Ott. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's caught. It's out. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight end.
There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They go to the ground. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
On the ground, it's Ott. Picks up the first down, still moving. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Mateer. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Burks. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's a touchdown Sooner. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a 1st down. Breaks into the open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads to the right. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Makes it past the marker. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. He's at the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then he shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Wide open downfield. Discards it with the stiff arm. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense, got him at the 27.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Reads it, fires complete. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far.
The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Gets it past the marker. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He might want another play. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And 3rd down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the 1st down.
Listen, just to be on the field on 3rd down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on 3rd down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
And the Sooners just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Burks. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Looking for space. It's Ott. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Sooners get enough for the 1st down.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down. And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He wants to throw it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Young. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Not much feels better to an offense than to get some breathing room with an explosive play like that. Now 1st and 10 from the... Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Pressure coming, looking deep. And he's got it inside the 25.
Offside, defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cavman is loving this offense today. They're up by 20 over Coastal Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So
he lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Nestles it in at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
On pace, 27, jump.
On the run, it's Tatum. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the running back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Game 1, you want to come come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they...
A lot of room to the right. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically.
He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
To the air, it's Carr. Bears the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the run, it's Tatum. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Makes the grab. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Takes a hit as he fires. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Trying to barrel in.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh. You're going to get him freed up, and it's just a catch and walk in. But the defense makes the tackle there. Now setting up fourth down. Do you have the guts to go back to that same pass play here on offense?
Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it first and 10 outside the 40. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Wants to throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Makes the grab. It's Tatum. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. It's complete. There he goes. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
One of the things I love about this running back, he can run a lot of different types of routes. I like the job on the angle route there, putting his foot in the ground, crossing the defender's face, and making it an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. Gonna let it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.